Hello and welcome to the Fixit Shed. So this week I'm going to be working on my 2002 Honda Rebel 250. So I'm going to change the front tire. It's actually not worn, but it is old and dry rotted. So the date code on this is actually 1301, which means that it was manufactured the 13th week of 2001. So this tire is over 20 years old, and I suspect it was the original tire on the bike. So the rear one is also a 2001 date code, so expect a video on that change pretty soon too. So I'm going to be changing the tire as well as the inner tube and rim strip. Alright, so let's get this wheel off. Alright. I don't think we need to remove that all the way. Now we're going to loosen the axle nut. There it goes. Okay. And I'm just going to support the rim while I pull this out. Okay, so I pulled the axle out. Now the wheel comes right out. Now you want to pull this spacer out. Alright, we're just going to put all of that back together here just to keep it safe. This is the speedometer sensor. So first thing I'm going to do is let the air out. And take the valve stem out. Ha! Not with that. Alright, let's try this. Yeah. That's the cap that came with the tube that I bought. Alright. Let's see. There, that broke the bead. Okay, let's do the other side. Oh, that one just pops off. Good. All right. So this is just some dish soap and water. So I'm going to spray it all around here. There we go. All right, now pull that out. I need to loosen this nut so that I can get the tube out. tube out. All right, let's get this tire the rest of the way off. There it goes. And that tire's off. Alright, and we want to remove this rubber band. Alright, and this wheel looks really good, nice and clean inside here. I don't see any rust or anything. So we're in good shape. Alright, I'm just going to go over it with a rag to dry it because I just sprayed it and I'm going to try and get the moisture out of here. Alright, and then we're going to put the wheel strip in here. Where is the hole for the valve stem? Is right here. Alright, so I'll put that on. Alright, oh there. There. That lined up really nicely. This is to protect the inner tube from your spokes. Alright, and then I got my new tire. So when the wheel is on the bike, this is on the left side and the bike's going to roll this way. Okay, so the direction of rotation is this way. This tire says, it does have a marking on it to show you direction of rotation right here, and I think I got it backwards. So on this side, direction of rotation is this way. So this is the way we want to put this on the rim. Alright, so I'm going to spray more lube. Okay. Right, and it's like this, right? Direction of rotation, nope, this way. There it goes. Alright, so that side's in. Now we want to put the inner tube in. Alright, again I'm going to remove the valve stem. Let's try and put a little bit of air in this just so that it kind of inflates and gets a good round shape. Like that. Alright, and now we don't want to leave it inflated because we took the valve stem out. But let's go ahead and start putting this in. You want to tuck it in and you want to keep it. You don't want it to get folded over or bent or kinked. You want to try and keep it nice and neat. As you're tucking it in, alright, and I'm going to try and get this valve stem in. Turn it this way. Wow. Okay. That actually worked. Good deal. So I'm going to put the nut on there so we don't lose it. We'll tighten it up once we get the rest of the tire on. I'm going to lube this again. Alright. Let's get this last side on. And you want to be very, very careful. You do not want to pinch the tube in there. There it goes. And it's on. Alright. Alright, I'm going to put some air in this. I'm going to inflate it and let it deflate a couple of times because I want to make sure that there aren't any pinches or folds or anything in the tube. I want to make sure that it's laying as clean as possible. It's actually looking pretty good. So I'm going to put the valve stem back in. All right. That looks good. All right, let's get it back on the bike. So now would also be a good time to balance these tires if you were going to. My experience has been that these tires need very little balancing, so I'm going to put it on the bike because I know I'm going to be driving it at slow speeds, 45, 50 miles an hour, just going back and forth to work. So if I determine that there's an issue, I will get it balanced later. All right, let's get the axle out. So we're just going to insert the spacer back in there. So I've changed tubeless tires in the past on motorcycles, and I've just used a couple of large screwdrivers in order to get the tires on and off the rims. But I didn't, since this has tubes, I didn't want to damage them, so I did pick up a set of tire irons that have nice rounded edges on them so that they don't pinch the tubes. It also came with rim guards, which in my excitement to get this done, I did not use. But in the description, I will have links to the tire, the tube, and the rim strip that I used, as well as the tire iron kit that I bought. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, I'll be creating a playlist and putting it right here if you want to see more Rebel videos. Thanks for watching. Take care.